that video of Child Me, and it's like, you know, everybody's doing those decade, what happened, you know, and I'm thinking like, oh, I've gotten old.
I like it. A little gray.
Oh, thank you very much. A little salt and pepper.
Yeah, a little salt and pepper looks great.
Yeah. I haven't gotten the Just for Men sponsorship yet, so I'm going to keep it going until that happens.
You are such a nice guy, and you have a voice of an angel. But I know that you also have an edgier side, and you're hilarious. Tell us about growing up, because your music taste wasn't always what people would think it would be.
Well, you don't choose your voice, you know. I mean, so I mean, for me,
I would take yours any day.
Thank you. I was a late bloomer, so my voice didn't even like change into low baritonal until I was like 13 3/4, which is very awkward when you're in junior high school because everybody has become a man over that summer break between 6th and 7th grade, and I was like, oh boy, high school, you know. And so at some point I woke up and I realized that I could sing along to a lot of the show tunes and operatic songs, classical music that I was really liking to listen to, but that I also like I was a teenager in the 90s, so I was listening to grunge music and Pearl Jam and Nirvana and all that stuff. So I realized very quickly that my voice could not sing those things, but I would play, I would play in bands like on the side, and I would sing stuff, and I would play drums when I could. And
I would love to hear you like sing a Pearl Jam.
Oh, well, let's go karaoke.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're
I do a real good Eddie Vedder. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
So I also hear that you're a conspiracy theorist, or you were at the age of 10. Are you still? What is that?
Well, I think that more had to do with just the fact that I was a big X-Files fan. I was.
Wasn't Gillian Anderson in that?
Oh, Gillian Anderson.
So maybe you were a fan of Gillian Anderson.
I was a big fan of Gillian. Still a big fan of Gillian Anderson. But I would watch that show. I would sit on the floor and we'd watch that show, and I, as like a impressionable 10 or 11-year-old, I would say, oh, I got to do more information. I got to do more research on this. That was at the time when we were getting like the internet sent to us in the mail. We would get AOL like on a floppy disk in the mail, and they'd say, you too can get on the internet. Oh, those were the days. And I looked up all the alien stuff online. I would read, of course, 99.9%, if not 100% of it was alien fake news.
Right.
And I would read it, but I'd go, oh, this is real.
Area 51 exists.
It exists.
Of course it does.
I would sit in the window and just go, take me.
Yeah, it exists.
And I was an angsty kid, and I wrote the government. They wrote me back. They said they were really cool about it. They said, thank you for inquiring about aliens. Here are all of the declassified UFO sightings we've seen at the Air Force.
Oh,
they sent me. They played along.
So cute.
Santa is real.
Yes, and we never doubt it.
Yes.
How old were you when David Foster took? Because that's how I met you.
Yeah, I remember.
You were a little kid.
We go way back.
Yeah, we do.
I was 16 years old. I mean, when I say that, like, my voice changed at 13 and a half,
Right.
and then David Foster, for those of you who don't know, 16-time Grammy-winning, brilliant producer. He's produced so many of the vocalists that I want to listen to all day, every day.
Yeah.
So when he says, hey, kid, I like what you do, I mean, that's an incredible thing. But I was also, I was still a kid myself. I'd had like 3.5 years of singing in front of audiences, which were basically my parents, before he said, hey, I need you at the Grammys, or hey, I need you in this, this incredible event, or I need you to sing this song that's way harder than anything you possibly
And how old were you then?
I was 16.
He was 16.
That's scary.
Oh my God.
Were you scared?
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
But
not on stage.
Well,
He might have felt. You might have felt it, but when you got up and opened your mouth, it was like, I know what I'm doing.
Well, fake it till you make it.
That's it.
I was a student and a professional at the same time, and I was terrified. I was full of self-doubt. Whenever I talk to students now and I talk to people who are coming up and they see, oh, you just seem so poised.
Yeah.
I was dying on the inside. And you might have felt that when you were listening. Other people felt it when they were listening to me. In my head, in my ears, I'm going, you suck. This, what are you doing?
Oh, yes.
What do you get your scrawny ass out of there? Like,
but it's important.
Only the truly talented always feel insecure about their work.
Yeah.
It's only in the last 5 or 6 years that I've started to feel like I put in my hours. The nerves are now energy. I can channel them into an excitement.
Figured out how to work it
and
out.
now the pacing backstage is I just want to get out there and control it.
Yes.
Rather than I'm going to get out there and I don't know what's going to happen.